Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel, and we're going to talk about VA benefits and all those fun government acronyms that just make you want to snooze. I'm definitely not Cap. Well, just call me whatever you want as long as it's polite. Today, I've got something exciting, and by exciting, I mean you may not actually fall asleep listening to it. We're diving into the 2025 Cost of Living Adjustment, or also known as COLA. Not to be confused with the fuzzy drink, but you're going to need one by the end of the video. Now, I stumbled upon this fantastic little website that gives us a sneak peek into the upcoming COLA changes. Riveting, right? It's like watching paint dry. If the paint decided how much cash ends up in your bank account. But here's the deal. I know you're probably wondering if these adjustments are going to make it rain. It's not quite a downpour, maybe like a drizzle. Don't start shopping for a yacht just yet. Now, before we start diving into COLA and its tantalizing percentages, let me get all big brother on you for a sec. You know, the goal that doesn't involve obsessing over the percentage increase to the monthly benefits while you still can't get above 10%. Seriously, let's prioritize getting to that 30% before we daydream about an 8.7% boost on your $0 monthly payout. But hey, for those curious about how COLA might affect you, I've got the details you didn't even know you needed. All right, let's get fancy and share some screens. Oh, wait. Let me get my act together, and there we go. What we're looking at here is the forecast for Social Security's 2025 cost of living adjustment. Don't get too hyped. This is no 8.7% increase like we saw back in 2023. You remember that one, right? The one that made you almost feel like a millionaire until you realized everything else was also 8.7% more expensive. Yeah, those were the days. So what are you saying now? Basically, COLA is about to do something wild. Something that hasn't happened in about 2 or 3 decades. But don't get too excited because it's not really going to make a difference for retirees. Everything's getting more expensive except our pay. Ah, capitalism. Am I right? Social Security is giving us these numbers to play with, but it's just enough to remind you that your pay is not keeping up. I don't know about you. I doubt we'll see another 8.7% increase in our lifetimes. Unless, aliens invade and we need to fund the defense budget. Fingers crossed. For those who like numbers, weirdos, Social Security retirees got an average check of about $1,900, which works out to about just over $23,000 a year. Not exactly enough to buy a Tesla, but maybe a used bike. The VA? They don't post their COLA updates until Social Security does. Classic VA. Just riding the coattails of Social Security like a friend who copies your homework but somehow still fails the test. Keep in mind, when you get paid on the first of the month, it's actually for last month. Surprise? It's like a reverse present that arrives late. Okay, back to the deep dive. They're forecasting history-making changes, apparently. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. No, it's not going to be an 8.7% boost. Instead, we're looking at 2.5. And something else actually underwhelming. Apparently, there was no COLA at all in 2010, 2011, and 2016. I know, shocking, right? But most of us didn't even notice. Too busy just trying to exist. But here's where I need you to stay focused. I don't want you running around like a squirrel on caffeine worrying about COLA while you still haven't nailed your service connection. You need to understand what it is, but don't get distracted. COLA isn't going to magically get you 20, 30, or even 100%. No COLA boost is going to win your claim for you. No matter how many YouTube videos you watch, even mine. And trust me, they're fantastic. Here's another juicy stat. Every October, they come out with the new inflation numbers. Oh, can you feel the suspense? It's like waiting to see if your favorite character dies in the next episode. Except, in this episode, everything gets more expensive. Plot twist, no one's surprised. Okay, let's boil this down to one takeaway. Don't let COLA become a distraction. If you're fighting for service connection or working on a claim increase, that's the prize. COLA is just a sprinkle on top, not the main course. Keep an eye on the ball, unless you're playing dodgeball, in which case, duck. And before I go, I know some of you are thinking, but what if I'm already connected? What will happen when these changes kick in? Relax. Your grandfather then. No one's coming to take away what you already earned. The VA is not on a witch hunt, but if you go in and ask for an increase, well, just be ready. Like when you ask your barber just to trim the sides and suddenly you're buzzed, yeah, that kind of ready. All right, that's enough about COLA, inflation, percentages, and my fabulous yet definitely unlicensed financial advice. Remember, keep your focus, stay on track with your claims, and don't let a little COLA talk throw you off course. All right, folks, before you head off to marvel at COLA percentages, let's talk about turning that little 10% VA rating of tinnitus into a more substantial 90%. Yeah, you heard me. That tinnitus ringing in your ears could be your golden ticket to a much bigger rating. So, if you're ready to find out how to level up from coffee money to life-changing compensation, click on this next video. It's going to be like going from a tricycle to a Ferrari, but with more paperwork.